Yo, what's up, Mary McCheese? In front of us, we have Magic Square's Light of Victory, and this is their Legends Masterpiece Scale Optimus Prime. Stupid! Sorry about that. And I think it's better than New Age's David. I actually think it's the best in class. But what's really unfortunate is that a lot of the Magic Square stuff that I've been reviewing as of late, there's been a lot of QC issues, and I'm really upset about that. If you saw the Mirage video, you saw all of that with present. I've had it in one of the Blastoff figures, one of the Dinobots, and now this guy. It was so bad on this guy, I actually could not transform him. You know that? I had to take it apart, I had to look at it and carve away a bunch of things for it to work. But man, I'm just not a big fan of playing doctor with a scalpel when I get home with my toys, you know? But anyway, it's still a good toy, and so in this video, we're going to go over the review, the transformation, accessories, some comparisons, etc. And I hope you enjoy, okay? Bye-bye. I mean, not bye, but you know what I mean. Talk to you soon. Hey, welcome back and welcome front, my friends. In today's video, I want to tell you why, one, I think this is the best Legend Scale Optimus Prime figure out there, but two, I want to talk about why I'm so disappointed in him. Well, not really in him, more of a Magic Square. So first of all, the quest for G1 accuracy, because, you know, right now, G1ers have the most money, right? We're the oldest. And so there's so many things that are done to kind of like homage and replicate what we saw in G1, even Earthrise, Siege, all of that, and YOLO Park, case in point, all of this stuff. Everybody's going out of their way to do a proper rendition of G1, and Magic Square, I think, does the best. And I think they win, actually, hands down, in the Legends category. Even though I'm a New Age guy and I prefer predominantly New Age over Magic Square, I think when it comes to Optimus and Megatron, reaching G1 accuracy, all of that, I think I think Magic Square wins. However, why am I so disappointed? There are so many QC issues I've encountered in both Doomsday. I mean, I've addressed all of them. I had to take the knife to them, you know. Doomsday, Mirage, one of the Dinobots, and now Optimus Prime. This figure couldn't even transform properly without me taking the knife to it. Can you believe that? And it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like they don't care anymore because the issues that I found are very, very glaring. They're very obvious, and I feel like the only way that they would have passed QC is that no one cares. Just whoever's putting this together just doesn't care, and that's really, really sad. You know, that's really sad because I'm sure Magic Square in themselves want high quality products, but at the same time, I'm sure they want good profit margin, and so they've probably compromised their manufacturing plant in that, oh, you know what? I can actually cite, what is it? Even their Bruticus. Bunch of quality control issues that I had to take the knife to and stuff, and I've never encountered those on a New Age toy. The QC is really high, in my opinion, for New Age, and yeah, it's just really disappointing. But yeah, I get the sense that like they either changed factories or something, manufacturing plants, to lower the cost. Um, because yeah, man, it's pretty rampant, and I'm not very happy about it. If I was a less patient collector, and perhaps if I was younger, I would not know what was going on, and I would assume that this was broken. But I'm gonna show you those bits as we go through it. But man, it's such a nice figure, though. It is such a nice figure, and let me just kind of like lock the focus up here. You know, all the wonderful, like, you know, bits of range of motion that you can expect from a masterpiece figure, you are going to find in this guy. The toy is grand. The toy is grand, and they upscaled this. What is it? This guy into Pengu Toys. Pengu Toys' Commander, and I think it's probably better at this scale because some of the flat details and stuff. It's not as much of an eyesore at this particular scale, and he's nice. And typical to what is it, Magic Square stuff, he has no like kickback, no back panel. And I'm wondering, do they got something against kickback, the Insecticon? Because yeah, all the Magic Square stuff, they never provide no kickback. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, and this must be their, I don't know how many times they've re-released this toy. And while I have handled Pengu Commander, when I went through the transformation for this guy, I don't know, lots of things kind of surprised me, which is surprising, so to speak. But yeah, man, just really disappointed because I do like this figure. Like I said, I like him, and I like Doomsday like a lot. Like I like Doomsday a lot. And it's just sad that there's so many QC issues going on with Magic Square as of late. But we'll get to see more of the goodness, all the stuff in here as we go through the transformation, because you'll be able to see the intricacy and the guts and stuff like that. And so, oh, you know what? I was going to clear him out of the way really quick, but I'll just show you what he comes with. He comes with his plasma axe. Not really feeling. I'm not going to equip it. It's nice though. Nice plastic. And he comes with replacements for smokestacks. And I'm not entirely sure why, because those look, I don't know, those look perfectly fine to me. But yeah, tech specs and all that stuff, and the instructions over here. And no, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. But yeah, QC just kind of marred this whole experience. But anyway, let's go through the transformation so I can complain some more, huh? I'll be right back. All right, let's transform him. And yeah, if I can just kind of like gripe and complain a little bit longer, what is it? The QC on Mirage was probably the worst, man. Not only was stuff like disfigured, paint chipping, stuff that hadn't been like cut properly, and I'm just like, dude, all that stuff was probably very, very visible to all of you, and did just nobody care, you know? And that's just kind of what makes me sad. But anyway, yeah, for him, I had to trim away a lot of bits and stuff like that. As I mentioned earlier, I just couldn't transform him. It just like wasn't possible and stuff. Sorry, so you can see like all the stuff that I'm doing right now. I have transformed it, but just in case I get lost, I do have the instructions kind of next to me. This bit over here that we're seeing is a little tricky to undo, but this kind of like locks everything in place. And as you can see, I just kind of like pulled that out from the belly over there. This locks stuff in place, the arms, and but yeah, this plays a pretty significant component, and that's going to spin like that. And so a lot of the stuff that you're seeing here, I think they first figured this out from MP10, right? Like this, the tires, the ribs being all over here. Like I feel like these are bits of MP10 engineering, and the same thing with some of the rib bits, the fender guts, kind of like hidden up here. Yeah, I think MP10, the designer for that, he's the one who discovered it, and kudos to that gentleman. And so yeah, I've done this. I've opened up the arms. So we're gonna get the arms to do this. We're gonna bend that. We're gonna bend that down. And then we're gonna. And then this. Hold up. No, I'm doing something wrong right now. Give me one moment. Okay, I got it. I don't know why it threw me for a loop. Like I literally like just did this not too long ago, just a few minutes ago actually, because I recorded a quick tutorial for this. Dude, it's messing me up again. It's gonna do that. This is going to yo. Why is this thing messing me up so much, dude? What the heck? Oh, seriously. I don't know what it is, but this thing is like... I'm kind of smiling right now because I'm just like, what is going on? Okay, great. Yeah, got it done. I realized what it was actually. It's this secondary joint over here. It's not an elbow joint. It bends around at the same area, and then you push that back and everything will like tab in. And so there we go. I was like, dude, why is this like messing me up so much? And so now we have him like this. I know the fists are supposed to fold up at a certain point. Maybe I should have done that already. Yeah. I'm almost inclined to re-record the beginning of this, but that's fine, dude. Okay. So we have them like that, right? I'm almost inclined to freestyle some of this, but that might get me in trouble. So we're going to open up the back, and what's interesting is this little bit over here, this will sit between the windshields, actually. And the windshields do some interesting things in that they actually turn around. Yeah, that's a trip, huh? That's a trip. And once this is out, like, I think you can start releasing stuff here. And like I mentioned, this whole thing, this contraption coming down, yeah, that's very MP10-like. And then it's going to flip up. Okay. All right, let me get this stuff like all cleaned up. This is going to open up. And then I do think this is really cool, by the way, because that's what Optimus's backpack always looked like in the cartoon. And we'll close this up. We'll close this up as well. And cool. All of that's out, right? And this bit over here is going to connect into this piece. That bit right there. But we'll do all of that like later on. Okay, so this thing, there's a lot of panel-y stuff. Magic Square is known to be very panel-y. And so you fold that out, and then you fold this out as well. And that's going to be the door. This thing over here also. Come on, little one. Flip out and flip out. The head is going to flip back, and what's going to happen with this bit is this neck collar thing, you gotta like lift it up. You gotta put the head back. Bro, I don't know why this is not doing the thing. I'm tripping, dude. Because you see how it collapses like that? You're supposed to lift this up, then, oh, okay. Then you can lift that forward, and then you're supposed to be able to bend the head back again. Is there a clearance issue? 1 second, friends. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but yeah, I was able to bring down the collar, and I was able to bring the head back. This stuff, if you're familiar with MP10, you're probably familiar with what I'm describing right now, in that this bit is going to spin upward and hug the side of the grill, right? You guys see what I mean? That's very, very MP10-like. I think it was MP10. Yeah, and ultimately the whole top part we're gonna finish, and we're gonna cinch up before we even move on to anything on the bottom, but just need to get stuff like out of the way and situated properly. All right, so now that we've kind of opened up this section over here, the arms, big important part, and one of the areas of QC issues. Like you can kind of see there's even still some flash left over. You see that bit, when I first got it, on both sides, this entire thing was covered, meaning I couldn't do anything with these bits. You're supposed to lower them down, but I couldn't. And so I was trying to figure out, like, dude, is there something wrong with my piece? Is it like glued? And I was able to shave all of it off, but dude, it took a little bit of effort, and I'm not trying to do all of that when I get a toy, you know? I mean, just being honest. Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. So the arm is going to sit right in that same cavity that we are used to. I mean, Prime's arm almost always invariably sits in that section, unless it's a Bayverse Prime, at which point, oftentimes Bayverse Prime, like that, his arms become like the nose of the car or something, right? Oh my goodness. Spin around, please. Yeah, this is a bit of a mess right now. Just need to get the arm in there. Cool. Both of these have been lowered down. The arms are properly slotted in. Oh. Got to make sure that these get past the smokestacks. That's important. That's important. And what's going to happen is this is going to start closing up. And it's going to close up the whole front section here. As long as I've gotten everything properly aligned. Did I flip? Yeah. So these will come over here. And it's a bit crudely cut, by the way. And this will this is the very last thing that you're supposed to and so that may have been messing me up. The grill and the bumper are the very, very last thing that you're supposed to use to seal the torso. But I just got to get these bits up. There we go. There we go. We're starting to lock in the side there. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm pretty hungry, and it's the morning. Usually it's at the end of the day. Well, you know what? Sorry, I forgot. Maybe I shouldn't cinch that in yet. Okay. So everything is lined up in terms of where it's supposed to be, kind of. What's going to happen is this is going to come over. That's going to thread down through the front. And then the tip of this thing is going to sit inside that bumper. And then everything else will also kind of get locked in place. And so we can get these over the shoulders. What's wrong with this? Is the head getting in the way? One moment, class. Sorry, yeah, I did have to bend the head back up, or fold the head down, rather. There were some clearance issues, but okay, I got everything to sit in properly. You see the head back there, right? It's basically just hidden in that space over there. And then this is going to come down, and those tabs over here, this is going to lock it into place. And I apologize, this is a bit of a messy transformation right now, and forgive me for that. But, bro, what's going on? Now it seems that this is kind of getting in the way. I really need to assess what I've done wrong over here. So give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna have to undo this. All right, so here's what I was doing wrong. One, I forgot to spin this, and two, this middle section that folds up initially, I need to leave it open because it has to sit down back here, and then it will tab into the shoulders like so, and then I could bring all of that up. But yeah, it needs to get the clearance first. And after all that's done, then I can bring that bit up and it will tab in place. Boy, everything's so specific, so finicky. This reminds me of a girl that I used to date. I'm not saying that she reminded me of Optimus Prime, but that she was so finicky about everything. Okay. So from here, if I recall correctly, we can open up the leg fraps, the frappity fraps. Then okay, open that bit up. Then we'll open this bit and get this open. Okay, if I recall, the foot spins around, the toe bends down, and then the heel kind of cups it. I think this part is rather interesting. So you dislodge these wheels. They need to pop out, and you got to get them clear from this thing. So it's almost like you got to, there you go. And once you do that, you can bring that out. You can bring this out, and then you can bring that out. And this entire thing is now going to spin around. Cool. Yeah, cool. And this thing will close up on itself. Small one first, and then large one afterward. Yes. Yes, I believe so. I believe so. And then this is going to kind of like accordion up, if you will. And this will plug in to the side of the leg. That little canister will sit in this groove. And then you can just tab that in there. And then, what have I done incorrectly with the leg? Oh, no. Okay. And yeah, and then that's pretty much the leg. And so on the other side, we can do the same thing. We can bring that down. We can spin this. As we prepare to bring this up, bro. What's not working? Okay. Now we can bring that out again. Release these bits, then rotate that entire piece around. Have it tab in there. This will sit over that canister. This thing will close up on itself. And then you can squeeze the legs together. And I think that's it. Woo! Took way longer than I would have liked. And this is like, I've gone through the transformation several times. I don't know, man. Maybe I just suck, dude, or my brain's too old or something. I don't know. All the same areas where I got stuck on, I kind of got stuck on again. But anyway, that's him. He looks great. He looks great. I just wish I didn't have to suffer through all that QC and was cleaning him up left and right with this X-Acto. I really, really wish I hadn't done that. And so let's assume that didn't happen. Let's assume that none of those QC issues were apparent, and I had just gotten this guy fresh out of the package, and we had a wonderful transformation session and all of that. I would give this guy nearly close to a 10. I think he's beautiful. The transformation is fun when it wants to be, intelligent where it wants to be, sometimes confounding at times, but he looks the bit. Everything tabs for the most part in place. They borrow some fun stuff from MP10 that we talked about. Backpack, very flat. I like how the thing is like tab in. It feels very, very solid. And for the most part, does clean up. And so, yeah, that's him. I still think he's the best legend scale Optimus Prime out there. Masterpiece legend scale Optimus Prime out there. I don't think anyone has come close to taking the throne. And so if you're in the market for like legend stuff and you're trying to find a good Optimus Prime, he's going to do it for you. I know some people don't like the matte plastic, and so if that's not your thing, then yeah, you probably want to steer clear of that. He doesn't have a ton of details, but where he does, it's done well, like the Matrix area, these yellow bits. But you can see over here in some of these other areas, like there's nothing on him, but maybe this is because it's not the toy version or whatever. Anyway. So yeah, forget all of my, just if you ignore all of my gripes and stuff like that, again, this is, oh, weird. Anyway, it's a nice toy. It's a nice toy. A little bit tricky to transform, but yeah, nice toy. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Man, I felt super old fumbling through this stuff today. Anyway, talk to you soon. And I keep saying anyway, bye.